I remember coming here on a school trip once. Used to have butterflies in the greenhouses.
I really like coming here in the winter and seeing all the flowers.
I think this place is beautiful, that's all I'll say.
Bunkers won't be this pretty.
Act like the Father's watching.
This is the lifeblood of the Bliss. I feel better just being here.
You still see the odd butterfly flapping around inside?
Wonder if they'll make this place into a museum after the collapse.
Good to be here.
All this is so fascinating. Hard science from God's creation.
Place sure has changed since the last time I was here.
That Dr. Jessup was just trying to stop the inevitable. World's gonna end. No point in saving it.
There's poetry in everything the Father does. He picked a beautiful place like this for us to study the world.
It's all a gift. That's all there is to it.
Don't understand half of what we do here, but I know it's key.
I think we're doing crop research here now.
This may not be the heart of the project, but I feel like it's the brain.
We're surrounded by our history here. We can grow test crops all year long here.
We've got the best minds of a generation under these glass roofs.
Only good things come out of our gardens.
Even now, the project has people learning.
Faith will continue to make the most of these gardens.
Made fun of brainiacs in school, but they gave us the bliss after all.
I learned so much here. I can really make a difference to the project now.
Don't understand the science, just the beautiful result.
If God didn't want us to find the bliss, he wouldn't have given us this place.
Running from the end of the world sure drives innovation.
Good golly, amen. So much knowledge in this place. It's sobering.
I haven't gone too deep inside this place.
Heard this is where we figured out the flowers. I can believe it.
Wonder if we could pull off engineering Tobacco.
I know so much more after seeing the research here.
The project makes miracles like the Bliss without no government oversight.
Our plants are different than those GMOs, though.
Nice thing about the greenhouses is we can grow all year.
Wonder what kind of experiments they did here in the early days.
Wish I'd gotten to see the first Bliss.
This'll make a fine museum after the collapse.
Enjoy the fresh air while you can.
At least all this research was good for something. Wouldn't have no bliss without it.
One of my favorite sermons is all about this place and how the bliss began.
It's the kind of thing that makes me believe. Divine science.
Lots of knowledge here for us to protect.
I don't need to understand what they learned here to know we must keep it safe.
Won't feel safe, even here, until the resistance is put down.
Watch out for any cougar trouble.
This is where the cult perfects their weird fucking drugs.
If only there was a way to turn the bliss against the cult.
This place is so far away from any kind of civilization. No wonder we had no idea what was going on.
Dr. Jessup sold out to the cult early and devoted all of her resources into bliss research and development.
I wonder how long it took them to come up with the bliss. They had years to study it out here.
Wish we'd gotten the Jessup estate away from the cult a couple years ago. Guess better late than never.
This is where they refine their drugs into more powerful versions. We need to shut this place down.
Wonder how the cult took this place to begin with. Gotta suspect collusion.
I remember trying to get a job here when this place was about studying the local flora and fauna.
Damn cult's got a sweet setup here.
Place looks like something out of a romance novel, except for all the mind-altering drugs.
They breed stronger and better strains of flowers here. We can't let it go on.
The cult turned this old conservatory into a research lab to make the bliss even stronger.
Bet Big Pharma will pay big bucks for the crap the cult figured out here.
This is where they learn to make the bliss. Maybe we can learn to unmake it.
Heard stories about a bliss R&D facility out here. I guess this is it.
Just when you think you've got the cult figured out, you find a place like this.
Thought this was some kind of research facility. What the hell's the cult doing here?
I got a bad feeling about leaving him out there.
The Jessup family was always big into conservation and shit like that. Ugh. I'd like to see some normal plants for a change.
Big place. Gonna be hard to take, but we have to try. This place was originally built to study the effects of mining on the environment.
I wonder if this is where those strange flowers came from originally.
I got a bad feeling about what the cult's up to here.
Cult's taken over the old botanical conservatory.
Let's shut down this fucking nonsense once and for all.
Got some armed cultists tending to those gardens over there.
I think we ought to take this place away from the Peggies.
Fucking cult's up to no good here.
We can't let them make the bliss even stronger.
Rachel Jessup turned the conservatory over to the cult a while back. She couldn't smell the stink on them, I suppose. I hear that's where they figured out how to turn those flowers into bliss. The angels, the judges, the mist, they all started in that fucking place. Thank God you shut it down.
I like seeing this place full of loyal cougars.
Wonder if we'll learn anything to help us fight the bliss.
At least now the bliss can't get any worse.
Hard to believe all this crazy came from flowers.
Hope the Peggies left some of their research papers for us. Maybe something useful we could salvage from this.
Didn't trust scientists before I saw what they were up to here? Sure as hell don't now.
Lots of good medicine has come out of dark times in history. Hoping this might be one of those cases.
You should feel proud of taking the Jessup estate, Deputy. It's a big target.
This is a nice piece of property.
You can't pay me to go through the papers here. There's gotta be some messed up crap on file. Lot of evil shit started under that glass, huh? Good thing we purged it.
Hopefully this puts a dent in the cult's ability to make this creepy-ass fog.
There was some weird-ass science going on in this place. Good damn thing we took the Jessup estate. Not a minute too soon.
Maybe this place can help us undo the damage the cult did to the area.
Gotta give the Resistance a pat on the back for securing the estate here.
We can probably salvage these greenhouses to grow food instead of drugs.
A lot of lab equipment in the main house.
I never imagined Eden's Gate was capable of something like this.
Hell of a lot of creepy shit went down here before we stepped in.
Big chunk of real estate back in the hands of the good guys.
Wonder how old this building is.
Glad we were able to help here.
Ecological preservation is so important.
The cult's been breeding and perfecting these plants for years.
This is a huge win for the cougars.
I've never seen anything like these flowers before.
Plants are super complicated.
All these flowers make me dizzy.
Cult took good care of this place.
Dimly remember a field trip here when I was a kid. We did those crayon leaf rub things.
Not much going on here.
Guy who lived here used to believe in aliens.
Used to be some kind of mine, I guess.
My dad used to work in the mines. I don't know if he enjoyed it, but it seemed to satisfy him.
Guess no one's getting out through this tunnel.
Tunnel's always been closed off, far as I know.
Fell and broke my fucking leg off that tower when I was a kid.
Look at the size of this old place.
I'm uncomfortable with heights. We used to hang off the rafters in this old barn when we were kids.
Looks like a movie set.
Heard some maniac shooting a movie around here.
Oh my God, that's Guy Marvel. His movies are so bad they're good.
Personally, I think Blood Dragon's overrated.
Either I'm still tripping balls or we're really close to a movie set.
I don't get the impression those people are filming a documentary.
I think that's a movie director. Guy Marvel, something like that.
This is a great spot to shoot a movie. I just think it's bad timing.
I don't really watch movies.
Hollywood ruins everything.
Oh my God! Are they shooting Blood Dragon 3 here?
Always wanted to be in the movies.
I was in a porno once.
I was born for the silver screen.
I did some theater in high school.
I'm ready to be someone's butt double.
It's pretty cool someone's shooting a movie here, but the timing's piss poor.
Old Radon Health Mine is here. Wonder if anybody ever sued the owners.
Wish I had a Geiger counter for this place.
I heard it was some kind of bogus spa before these Hollywood types showed up.
There used to be a bunch of radon health spas here. People would just sit and soak up radiation to feel better.
Radiation doesn't heal you, it gives you superpowers. Everyone knows that.
My grandma said she came to the radon health mines. She got cancer.
I wonder if radon can treat exposure to the bliss.
Always wondered how deep the radon mine really goes.
I'm freaking out about radiation. Change the subject.
This cave used to belong to a girl who was raised by wolves. True story.
Heard there was some kind of monster living in that cave. The rail line stretches through the whole county.
One day I'm gonna take an ATV and just follow the rails as far as they'll go.
Choo-choo. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
My granddad was a rail engineer here. Looked bright until the company tanked.
This place is kind of spooky.
Nice house. Wonder what happened to the owners.
Heard a guy that lived here robbed a bank way back in the day.
Even in this flower drug mist, you can't mask the smell of motor oil.
Damn, haven't thought of Steve in ages. This is his garage. He tried to warn us about the Peggies.
Guy who owned this place used to have a sweet car.
Guess if you think you're gonna be cut off from civilization, it makes sense to want to hoard up Otto stuff like this.
Another so-called health mine. I wonder if there's anything inside.
Heard the cult is in the old radon mine like a bunch of dumb fucks.
I refuse to go in there. It's probably full of bears or something worse.
My buddies and I would dare each other to go into old abandoned mines like this.
This place is fucking creepy.
Looks like the cult was using this old mine as a kind of storehouse. You can go in there if you want. I'll wait outside.
Can't believe we thought radon was healthy for us. Makes me wonder what we've got wrong now.
Why they didn't fill in this radon mine, I'll never know.
Guy who ran the place is nuts, but he really knows his cars.
I used to hate bringing my car here. The sinner who ran this place was a con artist.
I can smell the greed in this place.
There's a lot of useful parts just laying around.
This place will be a gold mine after the collapse.
As long as John's pleased.
This place makes me nervous.
We'll put all this to good use.
We'll turn trash into treasure.
I actually bought a car from this place once.
I always loved the smell of garages growing up.
Cars were God's way of telling us we don't need our legs no more.
We'll put this garage to holy use.
I wonder if we'll still be able to drive after the collapse.
My license is expired.
Come on, use the hands God gave you. Let's get these trucks up and running.
This place has been an eyesore for years. John should burn it to the ground.
I'd be extra careful around here. Lots of cover. And too many ways to get in.
You can taste the motor oil in the air.
This stuff will help keep our trucks on the roads.
The Lord fights alongside us.
Let's make John proud.
John's gonna be so happy with us.
This place is like a museum of crappy cars.
We shoved the local resistance into some of these shipping crates. We'll send them to John's gate when we're done here.
These people deserve to have everything of theirs taken away. Praise be to the Father.
We can't send anything back out there that's compromised. Test it first.
Gotta keep our convoys running.
Our convoys need a lot of work.
All I can think of is how we'll get around when all the gas runs out eventually.
No wonder oil is so expensive. It's not like it springs out of holes in the ground.
Tons of parts here. We'll be fine.
Don't get distracted.
The Lord has blessed us with two hands. Put them to work.
I've seen some angry-looking bears roaming around here.
I don't like it out here. I'd rather be in the bunker.
Glad I got my tetanus shot, that's all I'll say.
Keep an eye out for incoming trucks.
Can't believe I'm stuck in another junkyard.
Maybe we can start our own garage after the collapse.
I never learned how to drive.
Can't believe I got paired up with you again.
Damn sinners are tough. We need to beef up our convoys.
Anyone who disagrees with John is going to get locked up like the sinners who try to defend this sorry place.
The quicker we get these trucks back on the road, the easier it'll be to gather supplies.
Oh no, they even got U.S. Auto.
God damn it. We gotta clear that cult out of there.
Shit, what a mess.
Cult just waltzed right in and took this place.
Looks like the Peggies are planning to use these parts for something.
Let's throw a wrench into the cult's operations.
Never thought I'd see the use in all this scrap. Now we can really hit them where it hurts.
They're fixing up their convoys here, I betcha. Let's shut them down.
Peggy's at the garage. Looks like they got some handy folks too.
Let's go stir shit up at U.S. Auto.
Can't stand the idea of that cult destroying American-made cars.
Let's kick those asshats out of there.
Our cars are gonna go to shit real fast if we don't get the garage free.
The cultists are trying to keep all the good car parts for themselves.
U.S. Auto is a fucking eyesore if you ask me.
Let's go open up a can of whoop-ass on those thieving Peggies.
Heard some rumors the cult was building something big here.
Let's get these greasy fucks.
We need to take the fight to the streets.
This is where automobiles go to die.
This place never stood a chance.
What are those shitlords up to at the garage?
We need to take this place back from Eden's Gate.
Ah, so this is where the cult's putting together all those reaping trucks.
The cult can't fix their cars if we take the garage back.
Sure am glad to have the garage back.
I had to bring my car here for a tune-up. Hopefully we'll see more of our people on the road again.
We can outfit our rides here and fight the cult in style.
I wonder if the folks who ran this garage will come back. Still need bucket seats for Milan.
Nice. Garage is free. The people who ran this joint had your vehicle fixed in a day, tops, no matter the issue.
These cult dweebs had no idea how to keep a garage. Disgraceful.
With this garage back in our hands, it's like a bit of your soul returning to you.
They can take food, they can take people, but they can't take our cars.
Can't wait to repurpose this stuff and use it against those bastards.
This garage should be humming again in no time.
There's something truly American about a dirty garage.
I wonder if Zip will give me any bucket seats for my front lawn.
I want to live in one of these buses one day, now that we got them back.
Cars are a big part of life here. Feels like we got a hospital back.
Won't let the cult back here anytime soon.
Hopefully this puts a dent in their supply runs.
American cars for real Americans.
Was that garage always so goddamn messy?
This garage is a fucking eyesore, if you ask me.
Dunno how this place stays open, to be honest.
We can build a lot with all the scrap metal.
Sure am happy to be guarding these busted old cars, yes sir.
Cult's gonna have to fix up their reaping truck someplace else.
I know it's weird, but this place is where my parents met.
This is actually a nice little spot.
Good to see this place back in the hands of normal people.
The Resistance can really use this place. We did good here.
There must be something better to do with all these car corpses.
My truck needs an oil change. We needed this garage back. Glad we freed it.
We can all use a reliable garage these days.
We should grab a car or something.
Won't be long until the Resistance gets back on the road.
If I was as rich as the folks who own this garage, I'd make a life-size toy car racetrack with loop-de-loops.
Did we get a garage or a car graveyard?
We got a place to fix our cars now.
Glad everyone's doing okay here. Love the smell of gasoline.
Auto repairs should be easier now without the cult running the place.
We need to get our own patrols out on the road. Can't get around without a good set of wheels.
I heard there are airplane parts lying around here.
Stinks like rust.
Maybe we can get our trucks back on the road soon.
Used to be this yard ran day and night, back when the mines were still producing.
Heck, we should put a damn train together. Or at least a rail cart. Think about what that could do for us.
This rail yard's the answer to our prayers. John was right about this place.
I can't believe all this perfectly good metal is just sitting here.
Who'd even build a railroad through Hope County in the first place?
Copperhead Rail went out of business decades ago. But even dead things can help the project.
My uncle worked as a brakeman for Copperhead Rail, but he lost his job and joined Eden's Gate.
Everything can be holy if you put it to a holy use.
Us reaping this place is the best thing that could have happened here.
John even thought of this. He's a smart man.
Separate the lots. One batch for outposts, the other for the bunker. We'll take whatever we can, rusted, broken, we'll make use of it.
Last thing I want to do is snag my arm or leg on some rusty nail.
We'll all be safe underground soon enough.
This metal's gonna reinforce our bunkers after the collapse.
All the metal will get used faster than you can imagine.
All this rolling stock's worth a pretty penny. All this metal was just going to waste. Now it'll help protect us after the collapse.
I'm glad we got this scrap under our belts.
The bunker will be impenetrable.
Why would anyone just let this perfectly good metal go to rust?
This metal's too useful to just sit here and rust.
Today's garbage is tomorrow's treasure. The end of the world sure puts things into perspective.
Let's take everything we can.
Better take this scrap in before it rusts any further.
This place reminds me of my childhood.
Be cautious around here. I don't want anyone injured. We'll have a field day here. Look at all this useful junk.
This'll all be new infrastructure after the collapse. Better keep it safe.
We're gonna need every scrap of metal in this yard. We're out of the way, but we should stay alert.
Can't be too careful.
Convoy's coming to haul away this scrap metal.
We need to defend what we already have.
If these rails was electric like in the city, imagine how many sinners and animals we could zap.
Taking this scrap metal is good forward thinking. John's left nothing to chance.
Here's hoping they don't need us out here much longer.
Communicate. We got ground to cover here.
Lot of blind spots around here.
Eden's Gate's tearing the rail yard apart for scrap.
Looks like we got some work to do there.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Hot damn, we got some cultists at the old rail yard.
These rails are crawling with Peggy's. They gotta go.
We need to act. For all we know, they're building John's bunker with these scraps.
I'd rather die than give Eden's Gate this place.
Let's go kick some ass.
Cult's at the rail yard. There's a couple good vantage points, though.
Whatever the Peggies want with that metal, it's not good. Let's fuck them up.
Look at all those cultist fucktarts just begging to die.
Cult's trying to take all that scrap metal.
We could take the rail yard from whichever direction you want.
Let's go and wreck the cult's plans.
We'll stop the cult from collecting any more scrap metal.
These trains remind me of fossils. Does that make any sense?
Those Peggy dick faces are all up in that old rail yard.
I knew it. The cult's salvaging metal here.
I don't care what the cult's doing there. I want them gone.
Let's give those Peggy bastards a one-way ticket to hell.
The rail yard's been abandoned for years.
This ain't a bad little spot, tactically speaking.
Cultists on the rails. Let's get them back on the right track.
Look at those assholes in the train yard.
I don't know what they were doing with all that metal before, but now I hear they're making cages and all kinds of shit. What the fuck?
I'll be glad when the cult's finally pushed out of the entire valley.
Good work there, Deputy. Eden's Gate was taking all the scrap metal from those rails to reinforce their bunkers. Huh. You know, that's not such a bad idea. Maybe we should look into that. Thanks again, Deputy. Having the Copperhead back is one more step to ridding our home of this cult.
We'll hunker down here and keep watch.
I wish the train was still running.
I used to want to live in a boxcar, like a happy hobo.
I got into a Kerouac phase in my teens, and all I wanted to do was follow the rails as far as they'd go.
Gotta admit, Colt had the right idea of reusing old stuff instead of just letting it go to waste.
My granddad used to work for Copperhead Rail. Hope he's watching over me.
Peggy sure did a number on this place. Better late than never.
I mean, I don't want a bunch of busted trains, but I don't want the cult to have it either.
Wonder where the Peggies sent all the scrap metal.
I love trains.
We'll keep Eden's Gate away from here.
Cult was using these parts to reinforce the bunker. John must be pissed.
Copperhead Rail was my second job. Was a graveyard then, too.
Looks like everything's under control here.
Now this metal's back in our hands, we can salvage it for something worthwhile.
My uncle used to come up here to steal scrap metal to pay for his heroin addiction.
Up on the rail yard's reservoir? That used to be a nice spot to chill.
We should really tear this place down. It's just sitting here being creepy.
Hate to think what the cult was using all this metal for.
We can salvage the stuff from the rails for whatever the resistance needs.
All right, we got the train yard. Choo-choo!
Now that we drove out the vermin, maybe we can use these rails somehow.
We can put this rail yard to good use again.
Good to have the rail yard back. Every little bit helps.
I bet we could use those old train cars for something.
Man, I love trains.
I guess we could stack dead cultists in these old train cars.
I hope we can bring the trains back one day.
I used to play with models of the trains this company built.
Wow. It'd be nice to get the trains going again.
Hopefully we can use this scrap to bolster our own defense.
I bet it would be fun to just follow the tracks and see where they go.
This place used to be a cool hangout for daredevil kids.
If nothing else, this place makes a good resistance checkpoint.
The rail yard makes for a decent little outpost.
We saved some scrap metal. Yay us.
Looks like our people are primed and ready to defend this spot.
Good thing we chased the cult away from this pile of garbage.
All that scrap metal don't belong in the cult's bunkers.
Maybe we should use this scrap metal ourselves.
Having this place back is sure to help morale. Or we'll watch over anyone who needs a safe place to hide.
Wonder if we could ever get these trains running again.
Doesn't look like there's a lot going on here.
A hunter lived here, I think. Can't remember his name, though.
Looks like someone's been living in this thing.
Hope whoever lived here is okay. He's kind of my hero.
They used to make cider here from the Garden View apples.
I always thought this place was the nicest spot on Earth.
This place used to make the nicest cider. The Strickland family are no friends of John Seed.
Always did have a crush on the eldest Strickland girl.
Heard rumors someone working this tower was up to no good with one of them Stricklands.
The Stricklands were really having problems with John and Edensgate.
Fire and farms don't mix.
Edensgate really has it in for the Strickland family.
Could be loot nearby.
Those Stricklands weren't shy about hating the cult. Looks like that bit them in the ass a bit.
Used to come up here to smoke weed when we were skipping school. It was medicinal.
Guess a hunter used to live here.
I hope that Dodd Dumpster family's okay.
I remember coming here after I broke my arm in the 9th grade.
Anytime we got hurt or sick, we'd come here to get patched up.
This is what passes for medical care around here.
I don't think the cult's got the clinic yet.
Oh man, looks like the cult got the local sawbones.
It ain't much, but this is our clinic. Hunting seems like such a luxury these days. This station's been empty my whole life.
You know, I've never actually ridden a train.
Just think about how much all this gas is worth.
Location's not bad, too. We should hold this place.
Nothing's gonna go to waste.
The father's plan for everything.
Sinners might come here looking for supplies. Be ready for them.
Stinks like fuel.
Let's not be too trigger-happy here.
Smell of gas comes second only to lumber yards and tires.
I think you've been huffing too many fumes.
This gas is gonna come in handy after the collapse.
Won't be a shortage of fossil fuels in Joseph's new world.
Praise the Father and his visions.
I huffed me a ton of gas back before I saw the Joseph's light. Good thing you found the father.
Keep an eye on anyone coming in or out of that town over there.
Getting this gas was key.
Wonder how much gas we're able to take out of here.
Just keep your mind on your job.
I always loved the smell of gas.
This stuff's liquid gold now.
We're sitting on thousands of gallons of free gas here.
Nothing goes to waste.
I used to work here when I was a teenager. I wonder how long our gas will last after the collapse.
Use whatever's left in the tanks to take care of our convoys.
Any vehicle that isn't one of ours gets stopped, no exceptions.
The gas we took is invaluable.
Our trucks are targets for sure. We have to stay alert.
The project needs a steady supply of gas.
No more shipments. This is all we got left.
Let's just do our job the best we can.
Guess father knows best what the gas is for.
Watch the intersection. Used to work at a gas station a long time ago.
Just have an eye. This stuff's gold.
Stinks more than I do here.
I love the smell of gas.
I could sure go for a bag of barbecue chips. The whole bag.
I knocked off a gas station once, in the dark days before I met Joseph. Really? I had no idea.
We got a ton of gas from this place.
We'll burn through the gas in no time.
We have to protect the trucks while they refuel. There's no such thing as a small job, just small people.
It was a good idea to take this place first.
Seems to me like the cult's got their hands on this place, too.
We should check this gas station for supplies.
Not even a simple gas station clerk can do their job around here.
This stuff is gonna go the way of the dinosaurs soon.
The gas station looks fine on the outside, but something's not right.
Can you buy gasoline cologne? Guess that's just called gasoline.
I worry about people who say they like the smell of gas.
Guess this station is self-serve now.
Cult muscled all the original owners out of here, so they could control all the gas.
Used to spend my allowance here every weekend on comics and chocolate.
Bet you the Peggies empty the shelves, too.
Always good to have gas on hand.
Praise the Father for securing this supply of water for us.
Word has it there's a few bodies down there.
I don't believe everything I hear.
Water purifies our souls and makes us worthy.
What are you, a philosopher now?
Makes me thirsty.
I wouldn't drink that water.
There's something not right about this place.
Wonder how deep the water goes.
All sorts of secrets hidden down there.
I still think we should find a way to get that door open.
Keep an eye out for sinners.
Wonder how much longer that bridge will hold.
I heard a severed foot popped up on the surface not too long ago.
Well, ain't that a pleasant thought?
Sounds crazy.
You talk more than I do.
I'd think twice about drinking this water.
Deep water, that.
Can't see the bottom. Anything could be down there.
Watch the waters. Sinners are getting creative.
Oh, the water looks so inviting.
Water's purer than my own mind.
How did that hymn go? By the river Jordan, my soul was saved.
Shh, I'm guarding.
We need to control the valley's infrastructure.
We'll control the valley's water supply one way or another.
Control the lifeline, control the people.
I love being near the water.
Damn bugs are eating me alive.
Couple of sinners locked themselves in here. But we'll break this door down eventually.
I can't believe that no one's figured out a way to unlock this stupid door. I'm telling you, just get a good scope, swim across, and shoot the lock through the open window. Why won't anyone listen?
We control this water. We control the town.
We gotta keep control of every resource, no matter how small.
Hate to see what's down there when we finally drain this place.
Nasty rumors about this place.
Heard they were trying to build a better reservoir down the way.
You can see inside the reservoir from across the water.
Dumb sinner locked himself in here.
Did you know there's an open window on the other side?
Sometimes the best way to get people to do something is by force.
Now these sinners need to be put in their place.
There must be something good inside if they went to all this trouble to lock the door.
Hey, it's the old reservoir.
Some brave soul tried to lock the cult out of the reservoir.
Hate to think of the cult getting their filthy hands on our water.
Does the county even need this reservoir? It's not like we're in a desert.
This reservoir kind of sucks.
This water is nasty.
I'm ready for a new assignment.
Hey, just make sure no one crosses that bridge.
I'd love to go for a skinny dip.
Sorry? My mind was wandering.
We were gonna build a new reservoir here, but we ran out of funding.
I was obsessed with construction sites as a kid. Watch your step around here. Might need a tetanus shot.
This was supposed to be a new reservoir. Then, of course, Eden's Gate rolled in.
Construction jobs will come back here when this is all over.
One of Clutch Nixon's most famous stunts happened around here.
There was supposed to be a new reservoir here.
Zip's been trying to build a Clutch Nixon museum forever. What a fanboy.
I wanted to grow up to be Clutch Nixon.
Clutch Nixon was the bravest soul to ever walk God's green earth.
Hardcore fans of Clutch Nixon did their stunts here.
I don't know what this place is, but the cult built it, so it can't be good.
Ugh, that smell. Where's a respirator when you need one?
I don't know what the fuck this place is supposed to be, but it belongs to the cult.
Used to love watching the commercials for Dodd's dumps on TV. Guy's a hoot.
Wouldn't be surprised to see the cult sifting through this shit, too.
I'd block my nose if I were you.
Ugh, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Why do I get the feeling that people got killed out here?
What the fuck is this place supposed to be?
Boyd got exactly what was coming to him.
We don't talk about the fellow who used to live here.
Boyd got what he deserved.
Cult's guarding the valley's power supply.
My dad used to work for Hillgard Electric.
Eden's Gate is doing what they can to control the county's infrastructure.
This here's all the county's got in the way of power, except for personal generators.
My best friend in high school dared me to piss on the fence here, but I was too scared. Still am.
Oh man, look at this house.
Harris family lives here. Hope they got into their bunker in time.
This house belongs to the people who ran Grizzly Gas. Hope they're still alive.
The Harris family are in my thoughts and prayers.
Yep, that's a cave.
Word is, the cult forced this school to close.
I never went to school and I turned out fine.
Funny. I remember when we were concerned about this being a religious school.
I got kicked out of this place, but it still hurts my heart to see it like this.
Book reading is for stupid.
To see flowers go from petals to bliss is a holy thing.
This here's a perfect little place for our needs.
People look at us and think we're simple, but what we're doing here takes smarts.
Such a beautiful process, from flowers to bliss.
Just gotta let the smart people do their work here.
If only more people would have seen the wisdom and joined us, like the old owner of this place.
I wonder if they made Nolan walk the path.
Nolan did the right thing, giving this place over to us.
We're putting this place to better use than Nolan ever could have.
Sinners look at us drying flowers and see a thread. They're out of their minds.
Kinda wanna kick back and fish whenever I'm posted here.
Wonder what the best bait is for reeling in sinners.
The harvest is going well. We gotta keep up our side of production.
I heard Faith said that we're all doing a great job here.
We've got more flies than we know what to do with here.
I'd say we're at peak production right now.
They'd better keep the flowers coming to us.
I'm guessing the old owner's been put to the fields.
Life must be simpler for the angels. Shallower, but simpler. The basement was the best choice. Where else were we gonna put them?
We've got plenty more flowers on their way. Let's not rest.
Wish we could dry these flowers faster.
I'm worried that Faith will think we're not working hard enough.
We got a pretty well-oiled machine here, I'd say.
We turn these simple flowers into something wonderful.
The flowers die and are resurrected as bliss. Beautiful.
The brewery's waiting on us to ship. We'd better speed it up.
We can't slow processing now. Not much time left.
We'll have another batch ready for the brewery real soon if the sun keeps up its heat.
Faith said she'd tell Joseph about the great job we're doing.
Just thinking of how many flowers we're sending downriver makes me proud.
Breaking down bliss into something finer, stronger, like a metaphor for the project at Eden's Gate.
Eden's Gate saved this place. Would have gone under otherwise.
I met the man who gave us this place. He's a good follower.
I just wish we were fishing, for the project.
If you teach a man to fish, as they say.
Gotta wonder if the collapse means that water will be rising.
I'm just glad we got a water view here.
Still smells like fish to me.
This place only ever did well because of the beauty around it. All that nature will be gone soon.
If we cut some trees down, we could expand this joint.
Wonder why we're not fishing for the bunkers. I guess there's no time. We'd trade a gun for a fishing rod in a minute, though. Can't leave any square foot unattended with that resistance running around.
Look at those fuckers did to old Nolan's place.
Damn it. So Nolan did go to their side. That's his business. We'll have to fight for it.
Let's go wreck shop.
Word is the cult processes those flowers here. It eventually becomes their drug.
Damn. This is what happens when you sell out to the cult like Nolan Pettis did.
Look what those cocksuckers did to Nolan's place.
This place is one of the major centers of Faith's drug economy.
I'm getting some bad vibes from this place.
Cultists. Let's do our thing. It looks empty, but I think I hear a phone ringing.
We know the cult brings flowers here to be processed before shipping them back out again.
I heard the Peggies were making drugs here like some kind of TV show.
This is a good chance to disrupt their drug supply.
This place has got to be strategic somehow, I guess.
I haven't laid eyes on this place in years. Look at the state of it.
I spy with my little eye a drug lab run by Eden's Gate.
Huh. They're using Nolan's old fly shop for something. Let's take it out.
Shame. Nolan really tried to do right by this place.
Guess the fly shop is convenient for their shipping. I think we can take it.
This must be where they bring the fresh-cut flowers for processing.
Look at what the cult's done to this old place.
Bunch of cultists there. You know what to do.
Using the fly shop like a sweatshop for drugs, huh? We're not gonna stand for that.
They use this place to research new ways of fucking with our minds.
The cult sure made a mess of this place.
Cult's got some kind of drug operation going on over here. I say, we take them out.
Ah, shit. A Peggy meth lab.
Glad we cut out a chunk of their drug supply.
I hope Nolan's smiling down on us from heaven. I'm just assuming the Peggies killed him.
Whenever I fish, I always think of Nolan Pettis and his little shop. God rest his soul.
I used to date this girl who was pretty good at fishing. She left me for some asshole up north.
The fly shop's under resistance protection now.
Rest in peace, Nolan, wherever you are.
Look at the state of this place. Someone's got to get it up and running.
If we don't need to re-up on supplies or anything, we should keep moving.
We fought hard for this teensy place. Guess it helps the big picture.
I've never been into fishing because I hate seafood.
There's a lesson about giving up your dreams here.
I bet if you built a motel or something here, you could give fishing tours.
Cult was doing some weird science to these creepy flowers.
Hope taking this place mucked up their little flower operation.
I'm gonna fry up a sturgeon for Nolan tonight.
Nolan owes me $20, which I guess I'm never gonna get.
I hope Nolan didn't suffer. He did right by Hope County.
I wonder if there's anything here that can help me catch the Admiral up north.
Where am I gonna get fishing gear now?
God, what were they even doing here? I don't want to know.
I wonder what happened to poor Nolan.
The cult swallowed up a lot of people we ain't gonna get back.
I wonder if one of the angels who worked here used to be Nolan.
I'm not going in the basement.
Rest in peace, Nolan, wherever you are.
I'll bet the cult's hurting without this place. We did good.
We put a big dent in the cult's drug operation. With this place out of the picture, it's that much harder for the cult to make that drug.
One less drug lab for the cult.
Wonder if this place can reopen when it's all said and done.
Got my first tackle from Nolan. Bless his soul.
I hope Nolan is still alive somewhere.
They won't be taking over the fly shop again on our watch.
Look at the sad state of this thing.
I wonder if this place is up for sale.
This is a great waterfront property.
I really just want to go fishing.
Wonder if there's anything to eat around here. I think we've done our job here.
Won't be long now until this place can reopen.
I used to love fishing.
The Cougars will do what they can to fix this place up.